And a purple and gold happy good day to you, everyone, and welcome into our first edition of our Dukes Impact. I'm Curt Dudley, Director of Broadcast Services for the Dukes of James Madison University, and this is the first of a series that we plan to do over the next several weeks, talking with alumni and current JMU student athletes and just kind of catching up with them, many of them, and what they have done during this COVID-19 situation. And our leadoff hitter today, yep, she's a hitter. Actually, she can hit in the 1, 2, 3, 4 spot. In fact, she has made a big impact on the record books at James Madison University, the all-time home run leader, and she gets a chance to add to that number next year. And we're talking about Kate Gordon. And Kate, first of all, welcome to our program today. We do appreciate you spending a little time with us. And first of all, let's go back to March when the Dukes were down in Florida getting ready for a very exciting week, only to get the disappointing news. And how was the news broke to you guys? And what was the trip like back after the disappointing news?
Thanks for having me, Curt. And we were in Florida. It was a normal sunny day, great day to practice. And we were practicing with hopes that we were still getting to play because we were getting to practice on the field. So after practice, the coaches told us to wait outside the gate and huddled up. And they said, with everything going on and the cases rising, the tournament's been canceled. And of course, the seniors, we just start crying, and our teammates are like, it's okay, we're gonna go home and we're gonna get to finish out the season. We're here for y'all. And the coaches were very positive. And then we're on the bus heading to the hotel, the shower, and we start seeing leagues dropping out. Patriot League is canceled. MEAC's canceled, Max canceled, we just got nervous. Everybody was really, really nervous. And then eventually the CAA announced that our season was postponed, and the NCAA said everything, and we were really upset. We went shopping, which didn't help. Normally shopping helps everything, but that can't help a heartbreak like we felt. And then on the way home, our air conditioner on the bus actually broke. So just to put a cherry on top of everything, we were stuck in the bus, upset, with no air condition for 12 hours. But everybody had each other's backs, and everybody was being positive on the bus, and we were able to enjoy team meals together. We stopped for lunch and dinner and just sat together and talked about the season and just our plans for the future and everything. So it was good.
I know you're very active on social media. I see you all the time, and so it's kind of easy to keep up with many of the things that you're doing. One of the things that you did pretty early was kind of get on the campaign of pleading for the NCAA to continue and to give you back your eligibility this year. It was 19 games in, all the spring sports had started. So I'm sure that was a very anxious time for you. But once you heard from the NCAA and they said, yeah, you can go ahead and finish out your career a year from now, was that some relief for you and your teammates? How was that received?
Yes, it was such a relief. I wasn't sleeping because I was so nervous that the game got taken away from me just without me having any say. And I went online and did that because since everybody's social distancing and separating, online's a huge thing that people are using now. So I still wanted my voice to be able to be heard, especially since we're a mid-major. So I wanted them to know that even we want our year back. I wasn't just speaking for myself, I was speaking for all spring sport athletes. So when the vote took forever. Voting day was the longest day, I think, of my life. I was texting my friends from other colleges, I was texting the teammates, we're it's running over, what's going on? But when they came out and said that we had that extra year, it was just awesome. Felt like Christmas.
Oh, good. Well, Merry Christmas, a belated one, but certainly, and we're very happy that you can come back because, obviously, I wish I were calling one of your home run balls today, but, certainly you have added to the total of 15, you'll get a chance to come back, and Odyssey's coming back, and so it's great to have you guys back next year, and still looking very much excited to that. Now, you did not sit around. You're not one just to sit at home and do nothing. I know you've been very busy, and one of the things we want to talk about, really the impact that you're having. The JMU softball program is a great community-minded program to begin with. You guys are always in the running for the most hours put in by one of the JMU sports programs. But you went back to Page County, Shenandoah is your hometown, and got involved with your mom in distributing lunches. And really one of the biggest impacts across the country is school-age kids not getting their meals with the regularity that they did when they were in school. But you jumped on the bandwagon with that, and you've been helping out. How has that gone for you guys?
It's awesome. I gave myself a few days to be upset, and then I was like, okay, that's enough. Just like kind of when you make an error, you get a few seconds to be upset, and then you got to continue with the game. But in this case, with life. So since I wasn't able to do anything with softball, I knew I love giving back to the community. Like, I'm very active in the Harrisonburg community, and having the opportunity to go back home and be active in that community was just something I wanted to jump on to let everybody know that I'm here for them, and that I want to make sure that Page County and everybody knows, like, we're in this together, and that I'm just here to help out.
I know you're very much family oriented too. That's one thing that comes through very much in your social media accounts. So during this time, you've had even more time to spend with your family. And recently I saw you guys went out to the strawberry fields picking some strawberries, and you ate a few too many during the picking, did you?
Yes, I did. My stomach actually was hurting on the way home from picking the strawberries. But yeah, we've been able to spend a lot more time together, me and my siblings and my parents and everybody, which has been nice because over the last few years, between travel ball, high school ball, college ball, most family dinners and stuff are spent either at the ballparks or not together. So we've been able to spend a lot of time together and have some tough, friendly family competitions, whether that's cards, softball, training, just cleaning, anything.
Right. Well, I know family is certainly at your core, but let's go back to the softball program too, and what it has meant for you over the last 3+ years, and how that has helped you to deal with this situation. Obviously, it put some pressure on the fact that it came to an abrupt end, but being a student athlete at James Madison and the lessons that you've learned the last 3+ years there, has that helped you to cope with this situation currently?
Well, JMU as a whole is just a family, and it feels like home. Like I've always said that the day I stepped on campus, I knew that this was going to be my home, because everybody just is so nice and happy and caring. And whether it's been my professors reaching out to me, or support staff, or my team and I talking, like, we've all letting each other know that we're there for each other, and still talking like we normally do every single day, and checking up on one another. And it's just nice to be able to see people like we are right now, face to face, through a screen, or just hear somebody's voice.
Yeah.
So just being able to talk like normal is helping everybody.
And one interesting thing is too, obviously the JMU softball culture is one of winning, but part of that is because of the trust and the bond that you build with one another. And you, as the returning student athletes, are already involved with those incoming freshmen through doing some mentorship by way of social distance and social media distance. Explain a little bit about how you and Odyssey and the other Dukes are staying in contact with the future Dukes.
Yeah, so when summer rolls around, we don't mess around and waste any time with the incoming freshmen. We always add them to our group me's, or we put each other in little chats so we can talk. So I'll have like a little group, and I'll be like this when you lift and stuff, to hold each other accountable. And us upperclassmen have been talking to them to let them kind of know what this program's about, how close we are, how you have to trust, and kind of helping them ease their way into college. Because when you're a freshman in college, and coming right out of high school, it's a little tough with the time management and trying to get the right amount of food, and being scared to ask for rides and stuff. So we just want to go ahead and introduce ourselves and let them know that they can come to us for anything, because being able to start that trust is just going to lead to the softball field success.
And this year, that's probably as important as ever, because, the transition back in, not only for those new players, but even it's different for all the returning players under this circumstance. And looking to that, any mindset that you and the Dukes may have when you do get back together, and how you plan to approach the new year and the new ways of doing things?
I think everybody's hoping it's back to like normal, and we can jump back into our competitiveness and everything. Like I was mentioned earlier, we are competing on the Apple Watch, like during activity, who can work out more and stuff. I think athletes are wired to compete with everything they do, so it's fun little competitions like that get us through and get our team through the season. So in the weight room, we're always competing during like Max week and stuff. And on the field, we're always having games like who's the last one standing when we're bunting, like who's the last one to get the bunt down and stuff like that. So I think being able to compete during this time, and then it's going to just bring us closer. So when we're actually competing and pushing each other on the field and stuff, we'll be ready.
Well, Kate, thank you very much for your time. I know we all have a little extra time these days, but hopefully we can get back into the routine of things and get back to the swing of JMU softball. And Kate, again, thank you for not only spending time with us, but also in your community and with your family and with the future Dukes as well. We do appreciate you being a member of the JMU softball program.